Hey, it's Carlos. Uh, Back again with my monthly updates. So I went and saw my doctor yesterday, and uh, they weighed me. But before I tell you that, I'm 6 foot tall. I started out uh, my start out weight was 506.6 pounds. This was in like the last week of June. Surgery was the first week of July. Yeah. So my weigh-in yesterday was 402.6 pounds. They gave me a 9 pound loss last for December, which came to 104 pounds total loss since the end of May. I mean June. Since the end of June, and then the surgery. Uh, so I hit. So this is the first time I've lost over 100 pounds. Doctor was he shook my hand, said congratulations. Uh, so which that's kind of a milestone just to get over 100 pound loss for me. Was not a goal, was not a targeted goal, uh, but it's a stepping stone. But anyway, it happened. Um, my scale, I was under 400. I missed it by 2.6 pounds on their scale, so somewhere my math went wrong. But so still have to lose to get under 400 on their scale. I still have to lose 2.6 pounds, and that would put me under my goal, the target. That was the next target. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but on my scale, I hit it. Actually, I hit it like a week or so ago. So, but anyway, he did not give me a feel. I mean, I lost my 9 pounds during December, and probably most of you know November and December are there's a it's a little difficult to lose as much weight as you would normally any other month uh, because of the big meals people cook. Even though you don't eat that much, it's just the type of food that you're eating during some of those meals. And I've noticed when I eat them, even if it's just one meal, it normally takes you a week to burn that off and get back to actually losing weight. And so he decided not to give me a feel, which I don't actually thought I didn't need it. I feel like my band is perfect the way it is. So he wants to see what the weight loss will be in January for that month. And if it goes back over 10, then then you know then there won't be another feel for that. Because my original feel, I don't remember how much it was, is they put you in front of this machine, and it's because of my size, it's not like most people. They lay down and they fill your port and then they stick it in, boom, boom, you're up and gone. Mine was they put you in front of this machine. The first feel I ever got, actually the only feel I ever got, and you drink until he put fluid in it until he actually saw the pouch. Catch the fluid, hold it, and then slowly move it in. So I may have got the correct feel from the first time. So I actually watched it on the screen as it was taking place. I know most people they do it in the office and then they inject it and you drink it. And if you feel something go down, I don't know exactly what, I watched a lot of videos, so I've never seen it done like the way it did me. But that's the only way they can do me, because they have a hard time because of my weight and size to find the port. So anyway, feel pretty good. The sodium, because I would turn in a day-by-day report to him. So each month I have to turn in everything I've ate for every single day, and if you ever use MyFitnessPal, you'll know that it generates excellent reports. So, and exercises, you put that in there also, and it generates reports. So, and I keep a binder. The sodium, I still have to try to get that under control because some of the vegetables that come in cans tend to have a lot of sodium. He says not a problem. It's just it causes you to retain more water than if you're trying to lose weight, you don't retain water weight. So, and possibly that's why I didn't miss the 400-pound target, which he didn't. It bothered me. It didn't bother him. He was just happy I lost over 100 pounds. But my expectations, I walked in, I would have been under it, but I digress. So, I'll give you kind of a view. I didn't really do this a full body shot on any other videos, because so if you would saw me, you knew what I was talking about. It was big, and so now I've kind of moved on to the clothes I hadn't worn in years. I pulled them out, and well, they actually were tight, but now they're getting to where they're hanging off of me, so that's a good thing. But at some point, it looks like I'm gonna run out of clothes. I keep going back and back, further and further, trying to find smaller sizes, but I think at some point I'm just gonna have to buy new clothes. So let's see what else. There was, there was a lot of. He asked me what my goals were. Where do I want to be from a year from now? And I told him I would love to be. Well, he asked me what was my target weight. What did I want to get to? And I told him I want to get down to 200 pounds. Weigh 200 pounds. So that's that would be a 300-pound weight loss. I said, but realistically, if you're talking about for 1 year, I'm not going to lose 200 pounds in 1 year. But it is possible. It's real possible that I could lose 100 pounds in the next year. I lost 104 in just a little over 6 months. And the way it's going now, I'm losing 2 to 3 pounds a week. So in reality, I could lose a pound or 100 pounds by this time next year. That's the long-term goal. Short-term goal would be to lose another 50 pounds by the day when I started to have surgery, or the day I had surgery. So that's my new goal. That's he wanted me to try a goal that I could probably make. So we set that goal, and then I see him every month up until that, and then that year is up, and I don't know what happens then. But anyway, that would probably put me at 350 pounds, which I can live with that. Right now the only exercise I do is about 2 to 3 times a week. I do a treadmill for 35 minutes doing the rolling hills. He wants me to try to do something different. I tried that last time, it didn't work out so well. I still have too much weight on it. It causes a lot of pressure on my back. So right now I'm sticking to the treadmill the more weight I get off, the easier it gets. So, but we'll see. Uh, um, but, that's if I have a goal, that's the goal for this year. For this 6 months is to get down to 350, and by the end of the year, be down to 300 or 299. Um, but so far, man, I thought I did pretty good. It's you in the seem like the holidays. It's you see a lot of food, and you tend to have food more on the brain, and then so you have to keep doing stuff. Otherwise, you think about it long enough, you'll want to go get it. And that's how it's worked in the past. Is you just think about it all day, and boom, next thing you know, you're eating all that. Uh, and you can still eat all that stuff. I just choose not to if I can help it. Uh, but the way it is now, it's you can't eat very much anyway. I've had the stuck fin probably 4 or 5 times, and it's here lately. It's all been the meat. Um, I have this issue with chewing my steak because the steak I don't want it to get cold, so I tend to eat it a little faster and swallow it, and because that's probably my biggest downfall is I hate cold food. So I tend to eat it faster, and I'm starting to it hurts so bad that I'm starting to chew more and more and more, and just starting to get used to not being hot time I'm done because it takes so long to eat steak. And otherwise, even if you chew it a while and you swallow it, and if it's not if you don't chew it good enough, it just pulling the knife out of you. But so far it's been a good 6 months. Uh, I don't. I was watching. It wasn't a Lapband. I think it was a BSG patient or something. I don't know what he was, but it was funny something he said. He talked about a skinny bucket list. And I never thought of it like that. So, and then some of the things you were saying, it's the same way with me. It's the things that he wanted to do, or actually he's doing it now. That one day I will do. Just take, for instance, getting on a plane, not to having to buy 2 seats, or somebody sitting next to you and you're uncomfortable and they're uncomfortable, and I feel sorry for them because I know I wouldn't want to sit next to me. That's why I like to travel with my brother. That way he's sitting next to him. I don't mind making him uncomfortable. uh, Even going on trips, in the past, I mean, body wise, I could do. There's nothing to restrict me from doing anything other than my weight because they have weight limits on certain things. So, at some point, I want to be able to, do stuff that I don't have to even look at what the weight limit is. I fall in that category. Um, and then there's a lot of other stuff that that could be on that list as well. Uh, Still a long way from there, but it's not something to look forward to. It's you gotta have a vision of where you're headed. And I think I'm headed in the right direction. Unfortunately, if I wish I'd have done this about a year ago, uh, when I actually had a healthy back. Uh, just amazing what one pothole can do to you. Uh, so, and that's kind of what I have. I don't, you know, I like watching. I watch a lot of the YouTube videos, even people who post every week. If I get to an issue, and I'll look back to the same weeks that about where to see if they've had the same problems, or and so it actually people they're well documented of what uh, this one, I have a problem with my stomach. Not I don't know, about a month or so ago, and somebody had had the exact same thing and told exact what you had to do, and 3 days later, all that was gone and cleared up, and so uh, so if you know, I do like watching some of the videos. I know VSG is a little bit different, but they're going to go through the same setbacks, and some have I know it's a little bit different, but they're big people getting to trying to be skinny just like me. It's amazing. I lost 104 pounds and I'm still morbidly obese. It's been like but that's better than where I was at. Uh, I went and saw my regular physician, and uh, that originally was treating me for the back. I hadn't seen him in a long time, but because of trying upper body, it pulled that. So I went and seen him, and anyway, the lady, I hadn't seen the doctor since it was way before I had the Lapband surgery, and the lady had weighed me on the scale, went back there. We were sitting down. She took my blood pressure, said it was perfect, and she was starting to type stuff in, the numbers she had wrote down for my weight. It's like, she said, I'm a little dyslexic, but did that number say such and such number? I said, yeah, it said, she said, I think they put the weight in wrong, because they had me at like 506, 507 pounds or something like that on theirs. I said, yeah, I explained to them I had the lap band and I've already lost 90 something pounds, and they couldn't believe it. Even the doctor couldn't believe it. Uh, so I think he was actually glad to hear that I had the lap band, even though he didn't know it. And they did my blood pressure, said it was perfect, and which they've never said that. I've never had high blood, but it was always borderline. So it was good to hear that. So it's the small things that kind of get you to the next week, to the next, and it's getting a lot easier. There's no doubt. Uh, I would have already gave up by there's no way I'd last 6 months doing anything, and but feeling pretty good. But I think that's all I have for this this month. Can't think of anything else that that came up that that I forgot to tell you about. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. The skinny bucket list. It's kind of a cool name to use. Someday I may write down under that list. Just kind of have a list. Because there's a bunch of stuff. I'd even love to go to a restaurant and sit in a booth. I hadn't got there yet, so it's the simple things in life that you don't realize till you can't do it anymore, and it's embarrassing, really. Some of these places have very small regular tables, and they have booths, so you pretty much have to go in and sit for a very long time before a table will open. So, but and you know, one day that won't matter. So, but that's all I have for now. See you in a month.